So the driver now told the wife, well, this Prado, the glass that got broken, how are we going to fix it back? So in a nutshell, the driver left there 12 noon to where they went to repair the Prado. So now, the next day happens to be on Tuesday. You know, it was on Monday the driver was giving this analysis. On Tuesday morning, as at 9 a.m. in the morning, that is where I want to bring out a fact. 9 a.m. in the morning, the agent that called the driver for Mohbad now called the driver that you soon go to station. Oh, I learned that Mohbad is dead. So the driver was like, he's dead. Okay. That was 9 a.m. in the morning. So the driver said he already knew that Mohbad died. He got the information 9 a.m. in the morning that Mohbad is dead. Thank you.
Please, so I have a question. You know, when they asked him and he said the Prado Jeep was broken, did they ask who broke it?
Why did you drop me, brother?
Did they ask him who broke the Prado Jeep when he talked about the Prado glass broken?
Fantastic. Please hold on. You will have your time, sir. Please, I'm sorry. Hold on, sir.
Okay, they asked him. What answer did he?
Yes. What he said was that after the show, after Mohbad finished his performance and he came out, the security that was around there, soldiers were around there, police and all these garage boys. So they were asking him to give him money, and he wanted to come down from the car because immediately the soldiers lead him to the car. So immediately he entered the car. They started requesting for money. So the wife now did transfer of 71,000 naira to the driver. Mohbad asked the driver, please, are you with your ATM? The driver said yes. So the wife did transfer of 71,000 naira to the driver to go and collect cash and give 10. He not told his brother or his friend, like the driver does not know every one of their face. So the person that was sitting at the front, the brother, to give them 10,000 naira. So when they brought the money, the brother was now sharing 5,000 naira. That got Mohbad angry. That why will you give them 5,000 instead of 10? I instructed you to give 10,000. You were not giving 5,000. So Mohbad came down from the back from the back seat. He came down and went to the front seat. So he started eating the brother, the person in question that he said he should share 10,000. So when he was hitting, Pride Boy came and so in that process, because he was angry eating the person, he now hit according to the driver, a small cut. So it was actually Mohbad that broke. Have I answered your question there?
You've answered. Mohbad must be a very strong person to be able to break that Prado Jeep glass. Hong. Okay, thank you so much, my dear.
Shepard, I talk. Please, I don't have maybe the two minutes I have because of this.
All right, fantastic. Let me hear from you. Fantastic,
bros. Yes, bros. We don't need all this story anymore. We need to go straight to the point. I want kini koti prime boy ṣe tán mi gbé one test lé lórí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ sọ fún mi nǹkan tí prime boy ṣe táwọn police rí tán fi gbé one test lórí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. I want you to tell me, what did they see? See, at this point, with that revelation, with that testimony we had at the court, we are going to go on now, Sunday, Monday, we are going to go everybody, Lori Baba, Lori Mama, Lori everybody. Because tó bá wà bias, what did they see kó tó gbé wọ́n tẹ̀ lórí prime boy? Nǹkan tó rí yẹn tó fi gbé wọ́n tẹ̀ lórí prime boy yẹn ó yẹ kó ti rí kíní ẹ̀dá kó gbé wọ́n tẹ̀ lórí Wùmí everybody. We don't need story again. All this story don't tire me. With what we hear, ta gbọ́ lè ní ẹ má yẹ ká máa sọ story mọ́. Ó yẹ ká kó èrè ọlọ́pàá pé òkè ẹ gbé wọ́n tẹ̀ lórí àwọn ọ̀dà sí ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́ọ́ arrest wọn. I don't tire for all this story.
Sir, can I come in there? Okay. You know,
Leo, before you say anything, hold on, Leo, before you say anything. Fantastic, you see, one funny thing about truth is that anybody that the truth is going to affect will never want to hear it, including me, myself. And that is nature. It is natural. A Greek philosopher says, if you want a man to hate you, make him think. Because naturally, we human beings, we don't like to think. Do you understand? We don't like to think. You see, what is the offense of Prime Boy before he was declared wanted? Compare to the other people involved in the house now. Do you understand? Your mental health is highly important. These people, they knew what we don't know. That is why I'm asking the two questions today. Who treated Mohbad in the morning? Because it has been established a long time ago that Mohbad was treated in the morning as at AM. Who treated Mohbad, injected Mohbad in the morning? Second question, Daddy Mohbad, what did Blessing explain to you concerning the death of Mohbad? That is the little thing I will say. Who is the next speaker? Unmute your mic. Mazzoni.
I wanted to say something, Arifa.
Okay, let me hear from you, Leo, before I go to Mazzoni.
Yeah, I wanted to reply to his question. If he said what Prime Boy did, now presently they are in Corona Inquest, and Corona Inquest is where they gather facts, and later they will not send to the High Court. So, like all the things we're talking about, our High Court, even Corona Inquest cannot prosecute. So we have to wait till we get to the High Court. So presently, our High Court don't match it. So with all this fact,
you see, sorry, Leo. You see, this Ojoro has been established from the beginning. Make I use and shoot word. The Ojoro has been established from the beginning. Let's be frank with each other.
What happened? Sorry everyone. I don't know why it went off. Oh, somebody messaged me. Emma message. Let me just block everybody so that message will not come in. Let me block message. Sorry, the message me and that. Do not disturb. Okay, let's see.
If we do it well, we go meet am for front. If we no do am well, we go meet am for front. Sanshitu said something impressive today to Samilari. He said, remember you just saw an oath with Quran and you know the graffiti if you like. But mind you, do you realize there's 3 types of justice? 1 is our own justice, public. 2, courts, the judiciaries. 3, God. You can escape that too if you know your way. Even when you commit crime, you can escape the 2 if you know your way. But you see that last one, no way you're going to escape that. Nobody is going to escape that. Absolutely nobody on earth will escape that. Each and every one of them is doing big man, big woman, boss man. They are doing big boys up and down. Look at what they are giving us as problem today. Bukky Jesse is entitled to such information. She keep it to herself. But she could go as far as looking for somebody that will tarnish, that she will tarnish the person's image. Wọ́n fẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pàlàpàlàpà. Ẹ wá ní gbogbo wọn ò ní jìyà. Wọ́n máa jẹ̀yà ẹ̀ kì í ṣe pé. They will all suffer for it. They will all pay dearly for it. Because they've seen the truth. They've known the truth. But they choose to punish us. Because of their own personal interest. Because of what they want to eat that they believe will not end. Because of what they want to gain that they believe will remain like that for life. That is why they didn't want this movement to end anytime soon. They want to be the ruler, the controller. Whatever I say should be final. That is why they have this kind of information and they kept it to themselves. Did Baba, because these are questions people need to ask. Did Baba explain what Blessing told him to the first lawyer? Fadile, or what is his name? Did Baba explain what Blessing explained to him to that? What do you expect the lawyer to do? How do you think the lawyer will get you justice? Did Baba explain everything Blessing told him to Odumosun? If no, how do we expect him to get us justice? Did Baba explain everything to Sanshitu? If no, how are they going to get us justice? We need to stop all this hanky-panky game just because of our own personal interest. It's crazy.
Arifa,
it's crazy.
Arifa, please, can I say something?
Maxonia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, say something.
Please, I greet everybody in this live this night. Arifa, long time no see. It's been a very, very long time. You see, Mohbad family, they don't need justice. They don't want justice. Baba just they use us, they catch cruise. Arifa, you know since when? It's been a very long time that I come up to talk about Mohbad. You know why we draw back? It was when they arrest you. When they arrest you, everybody was worried. People was running scatter. People was worried so much about you. Small time again, we heard that they are carrying Veron also. They are looking for Westo and the rest, stuff like that. But while you people are there, you will go to some live stream, and when you hear what they are saying there, you'll be discouraged. You'll be feeling that, is this people fighting for the same cause, or as these people anti-justice, or they are fighting for justice? From there, I start fishing out some things among we the justice seekers. But that is not where I want to go tonight. My question is, Mona asked Baba, if you don't want justice, go and bury your pikin. Let him just come out and say, I want to bury Mohbad. Then the people that will help him to bury Mohbad, they should go and bury that guy. The boy don't suffer too much. It's rubbish. I've never seen this kind of thing in my entire life before. For this man that everybody was crying for, having pity and the rest. And the next time again, you start hearing some certain things about this man, and is allegedly is the father of the disease. The story is somehow. So we should ask this man question. If you don't need the justice, now you born this boy. Definitely, if you don't, we cannot love this boy more than you. We are only doing this because of concern and because he's a citizen like us, and we don't want this thing to happen to anybody again. That is why we are doing this. But if it is not possible, the father does not want us to get the justice, then how can you get this? That is number one question. And another thing I want to ask again, Arifa, is it possible that Baba don't run from Brekete? Because he say there's nothing where Brekete won't fight for, where Brekete no go get them. If Brekete won't fight for justice for Mohbad today, if you give him a chance, he go get him. He go do him. See Brekete number one, see bury that man number two. And those people that kind of withdrawing back, maybe because of one or two things that they have seen from this person, this Baba family. You understand? Is there any way that we public can go to those two people, explain things to them well, talk to them in a way that they can understand, so that if they can push this thing on their own for us, you understand, since this thing is very important to everybody, is there any way we can do it like that? I don't know. I only ask question. Thank you.
You are highly welcome with that question. That's a very vital question. But let me start by answering the question this way. I want to answer this question in a very funny way. You understand? And what is the funny way in which I want to answer the question? Listen to this, please.
And the court don't agree. They don't agree to do private autopsy. Yes. Well, it's yet to be ascertained how much, because give the judgment last we have been expecting is the CTC of the court and the judgment lawyer apply. We've applied immediately. If he enter on a hand, Baba Mohbad to look for one kobo. Like the family will provide every single kobo that is required for Mohbad's vet autopsy. Don't even look for money. Don't beg anybody for money. Don't even think about money. As this Mohbad's case is concerned, ordinary president has taken over. President Tinubu has taken over. So money ain't make you not be a problem again, no. Okay, sir. Put yourself in the right frame of mind.
why did I say I'm going to start answering the question like this? If they abide by this simple instruction, there will be nothing like GoFundMe. There won't be anything like autopsy of 30 million, which we later find out is 16 million. There won't be anything like the lawyer requested for 25 million, which we later find out they paid 9 million. The ability to enrich themselves might be ruled out. The public fund is not needed according to Brekete family. Brekete said, Baba, you will need no shishi. Brekete family has taken over. They will spend any single penny needed on Mohbad's case, which means including lawyer, autopsy, anything has to do with Mohbad case, there will be in control. All of a sudden, the story changes. Going back there, you know, Yoruba we say, "Oniko wa jesara, olojo ti wonu." Shaniko mewe ekuwa ni abuwata, which means somebody wants to offer you something for free, you're still complaining. The person is not requesting anything from you. Brekete family is not requesting anything from the public. But the reason and the idea of walking away from Brekete to come back to public donation, it is best known to the family and the people that surround Baba Mohbad, the likes of Buki, JC and Co. You understand?
Arifa, please,
So,
let me tell you something. Let me say something. See, that is why I said the only way to deal with these people back as a public what will be is to go back to that Brekete and let the Brekete know that, see, even from the first day, the public was the reason why they exhumed this guy. The father of that first day, he said, God gives and God takes. He has already forget about the death of his son already from that day. You understand? But the public say no. This guy then bend the neck. The casket was small. How come they do this? Why would they treat this man like this? We don't want this. There is something about this guy's death that we need to know. And because of the shout of the public, the Lagos state government hear our cry, now exhume this guy. So if the father now come and say he won't come use this movement, chop money, make we say get back to them on our own way. Because let me tell you, but they no get time to the con life, con they hear some certain things, so would they talk for you? Brekete family no go con your life, con hear all this explanation. Brekete family no fit go Buki Jesse or Paparian or anybody that is saying the facts to go and hear anything. Do you get? Except when you get to him himself, explain to him when that is when he will understand. Let this man know that this is the reason why this man run away from you. And this man is being the problem of this justice. What can we do, sir? That is the reason why we are here. And let's hear from him. The other day I went to Yomi Fabi show. I sent request, then take me up and then take me down again. I don't know why. This the same thing I wanted to ship him to him that is there any way you can go to this man so that you can open the secret of these people, because they have done a lot of damages to this movement. And without this, we don't know where they don't go, we don't know where they don't touch. When make the justice not fit come to pass like this. So anyhow way it be, I'm not gonna follow them. The way they want it, we should follow it with them like that. I guess if some of us that are here, you can be like a Arifa show like this, you can record it. Please send it to Very Dark Man. You know, tag him with it, so that he can listen to some things, some secret like that. This guy, boss man. The way he was analyzing everything the other day, if you send that kind of thing to Brekete or Very Dark Man, they will come back to those people because it's not wise at all. They are dealing with people's mental health and the rest. People's money, frauding people anyhow, collecting money from people on the line, using it to do show. Your pikin died there for mortuary, they release music anyhow. Shena music, if you be musician, then why you know showcase yourself? Since all this away your pikin, they are alive. So please, if there's any way you can push further, because you are just like a mouthpiece to the rest of us. If there's any way you can push other than coming out here to sit down every day to analyze, please, we should put more action to all this talk. You understand? We've been talking.
Maxonia, in a nutshell, you've raised a very good idea. If possible, we can. There's no harm in trying. Even Brekete is not going to welcome it, we can give it a try. There is no harm in trying. There is nothing like let's do it on that G or no. There is no harm in trying. The only thing we just need to do is maybe anybody that is going to go there, we might keep the date away for just security reasons and all that. You understand? But there is no harm in trying. Reaching out to the Very Dark Man. We all started together. Very Dark Man was part and parcel of this case. I remember they started bashing him because of this case when he started requesting for DNA. You understand? So, and as it is, he never announced that I'm no more interested in Mohbad case. So, of recent when Wunmi started all these interviews and all that, he still came out, to give his own thoughts over the interviews and all that. So, we can equally reach out to him to still let him see. And I'm sure by tomorrow he must have heard about the new result, the new autopsy result, which he is going to give us his own thoughts and updates on it. But to God be the glory, you've raised a very good point, which we are going to work on. Thank you so very much, Maxonia. If there's anything you want to add up again.
Arifa.
Yeah, Queen.
You know, Maxonia, she has raised a very good point, but I'm thinking like when these results was read in court today, are you trying to tell me that all of Mohbad's close family and friends did not hear what we heard today? And none of them are bothered. And we are here going to 12. Okay? We haven't slept.
The funniest part of it is
we haven't slept and we are here cracking our heads. Is it normal? I just want to ask. Is it normal? They are just sleeping, And we are here talking about we should call Very Dark Man. We should do this. We should do that. Is it normal? Are we not supposed to be sleeping? You get what I'm saying? That is not making sense. Wunmi hasn't screamed out, cry wolf. Mama Mohbad, everybody, all of them, including the ones they haven't come out to say, why would the results be that? And we are here. We're supposed to do this show for 1 hour. Let's go and have our beauty sleep. Because I don't understand. I don't know why we are bothering ourselves. To be honest, it comes to a point now, I'm not really, I do what I feel like the whole of the day I wasn't on TikTok because I want to do me. You understand? Life must move on. It's tiring. Let everybody go and rest. Let's focus. People are getting crazy. People's mental health, thank God, my mental health is intact. Very, very intact. Very intact. I don't let this case bother me. Whatever they do, I'll just be watching. But a lot of people, some people are really suffering. You understand? So it's about time we come back to the drawing board. Let everybody reset their mind and go back to the things that you normally do that you love, please. Yeah, if the family are not, I know it's the public that made awareness that they should raise, they should exhume Mohbad for us to know what has killed Mohbad. But the way the thing is going, Listen, we're not going to kill ourselves. Let's go back to our normal lives. We have so many things that we need to do that we've put on hold. Enough is enough. You understand? Enough is enough. Let's get a life, please. That's all I've got to say. Nobody should ask me any question again. No. I don't talk finish. I don't mute. Me, I go sleep.
Arifa, please, I support Queen, on the other hand. I support Queen. But, because all this while, this is my own opinion to like what she said. I said, let me move on with my life. After all, I don't even know this guy. If the father can be going to a studio to be singing, the brother become a musician, automatically, Daosha is enjoying the wealth of Mohbad. Wumi is there selling hair online. Mama Mohbad is now a celebrity. Then what am I doing? But you see, when you go to TikTok every day, you see people still talking about this guy. And being you will still go back because you cannot just hold yourself back. Because this is a journey that you just start at the first time. That is why you see me. When I see you last week, when I see Bossman saying all those things that happens for the past, and I said, okay, it's only your life scream that I love coming out and Yomi Fabi, because I see that these are the people who are fighting for the justice. For now, I don't know what will happen tomorrow because the whole thing is ups and down. You feel see person and saying that this person, they fight for justice. Tomorrow it become another thing. So Queen is very, very right. Queen is right. If we notice that this thing, there's no way. Please, Arifa, if na skit if they do, please come carry me. Me self I be comedian. More could do our skit, more could they post them. So that people go they like us. If na life, just they go, more could they come, make you they engage us, make you they give us followers. You understand? Let's look for something to do. I'm telling you the truth. She's very, very right. And if you see that, yes, we must get, because I'll see some people said, we must get this thing, no. This justice is by force, so we have to get it, oh. Then let's fight. So for me now, anyhow, wow, I come here tonight, follow now. But I am not doing do or die again. I'm telling you the truth. Because it's so disappointing and the rest.
That is a very
Mazonia, you are saying that let's fight for the justice. Are we going? Is it we that will go and do autopsy now, or I don't understand? It's just a bit. If you think about all these things, are we the public who are going to go and do autopsy now? Every effort that the public tries to do is all down to zero. So where do you start from? Do you understand? Where do you start from? It's not better we go move away with our lives. Yes. Do you understand? There are some people who are putting businesses on hold because of this justice. That's what I'm saying. It's not normal. We need to sit down and think. We didn't sign up to come on TikTok to come and waste 2 years pausing certain things. Nothing is moving further, and we are still hitting a brick wall. Tell me if it's making sense. All the powder that they've blown in our public faces is that my own don't clear for my eye. Because if I want to do something now, I will leave justice for Mohbad and go and finish it. I'll come back and catch up. But some people, when you wake up, you cannot do anything. They want to be online to see what is happening. 6 a.m. people are on live show. Why? Why the family are sleeping? You guys are on live show. When I see that, I'll start thinking, what is going on? Why are you on live show at this time? It's not okay. It's not okay. And I know that we are holding on to some tangible results like the autopsy today. But look at it now. Disappointed. We're all disappointed, right? So what next? The family are literally telling you, get a life. Has any of the family come to life today to be shouting? To say that, no, I won't accept this autopsy result, or lie, I can't, what killed them? It is well, Sha.
Queen of energy, you are right, my sister. Thank you.
You see, the issue is this. At this junction, just like you said, each and everybody needs to re-strategize. Waste of time, waste of resources, waste of energy and all that. A stop needs to put to it. You understand? Just like you rightly said, the result has been disbursed. Since morning, we are all in the court. The family are comfortable with the results. Till now, there's no objective from them. They didn't object anything. No objection, nothing. You understand? So the next thing is to move forward. They have been thinking of another way to come to the public. Okay, let's go this way. You see, we have our own life to live. We've all fought hard for Mohbad. But God sees our hearts, just like what she said. She said what is right. I was telling somebody something 2 days ago. As I see you, look at this peddler shoe and all that. Said that they shower and with gift order. Come, that reminds me. Mona can't gift me now. Tell Una this afternoon, Mona can't gift me. Mona can't gift me, I beg. I was joking with that. Nobody will come the following day to drag them, to insult them. People will still come the following day to praise him and give them more and more. But if anybody come here now, give Arifa baby lion like 1 or 2, tomorrow they will drag Arifa for like 6 hours. Say Arifa don't they chop Mohbad money. Baba go enter studio say Arifa don't leave Igewedu, he don't they collect lion. Say na Mohbad money.
Good night, everyone. Arifa, good night.
Yeah, good night. You understand? So, she has just said something reasonable. Let us re-strategize. It is never too late. Thank you very much. AEA, the next speaker. Over to you.
That's Anna Suko. That's Anne. That's just.
Are you available? Kò yé mi o. Kò yé mi o.
Àbí fìlà Panama àwọn ọ̀nà wọn gbà. Ẹ wo tí wọ́n sì tara bí àwọn tó ń ṣe everybody ló yẹ kéèyàn fi wọ́n sílẹ̀. Kéèyàn yọwọ́ kó fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ kán lọ ṣe bó bá ṣe wù wọ́n. Ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run wà lórí gbogbo.
At this point, ìtara bíamọ gbọ́dọ̀ stop. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bíamọ fèsì ọmọ tó bí. At this junction. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn abíamọ yẹn náà kán lọ fèsì ọmọ tán bí. At this point. He said it not once, not twice. So we just need to focus. We need to re-strategize. That's just the way it is. May God continue to help everybody. At the end of the day, the people that are trying to shift the blame on is the government. Meanwhile, it's becoming clearer. Wípé àwọn gangan ní lọ́wọ́, àwọn ẹbí yẹn ní lọ́wọ́ wọ́n dì sẹ́rù. Ó ti ń fojú hàn sí pé àwọn ẹbí yẹn ní lọ́wọ́ wọ́n dì sẹ́rù. Kì í ṣe ọlọ́pàá nìkan nìṣòro wa. Àwọn ẹbí gangan ní lọ́wọ́ wọ́n dì sẹ́rù. So, let's just strategize, focus. So as simple as that.
Because Arifa, if you look at it now, what are you coming to analyze? What are you going to go and shout?
Nothing.
16 people
Absolutely
in the house. They should go and talk to them. They should go and arrest them. How many years? For 16 years, we've been shouting that they should go and arrest people in the house. Have they done it? They haven't done it. Do you understand?
Who are we to even tell them to arrest the people in there?
Exactly.
Didn't they know
it's
the right
scary
thing?
That this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do.
Of course, they do know what to do.
Mm-hmm. So
they need
I will just advise everybody that is here. Face your life. Yeah? Face your life. When Mohbad is ready, he will get the justice by himself.
That's just the way it is.
Yep.
Asiwaju, do you have anything to add?
Ojú àwọn èèyàn tí ó kàn gbà ló yẹ kó fi lọ́wọ́ ilẹ̀ káwọn òbí tó máa gbàjá.
Ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ náà báyìí. Ojú àwọn èèyàn fẹ́
Àwọn
kílẹ̀.
oníṣẹ́ pípọ̀ àwọn èèyàn sì wà nínú
Asiwaju, do you have anything to say? Díẹ̀díẹ̀ náà ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni.
Irú èmi yẹn sí èsì.
That's the way it is.
Irú èmi yẹn sí èsì.
Wọ́n bá rí i pé lágbájá ó ti back out, Tamedi ó ti back out. Díẹ̀díẹ̀ náà ni. You understand? So that's the way it is. Asiwaju, are you there?
Ìjọba owó kàn ṣiṣẹ́ fún wa nà tán wọn ni. Bàbá wa nà tán á lè tẹ̀ wá mọ̀ pé ìpàdé rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Àtẹ̀tọ́ fún $100, $100,000 ní oṣù. Tó bá yà ṣé bó ṣe máa lọ sí sínú
Arifa,
It's a matter of time.
do you guys have any date for another inquest?
I'm yet to get the dates. I might communicate the dates.
So who are they inviting?
Or I'm sure by tomorrow the date will come out fully by tomorrow on Olori Ebi's platform. I'm sure people must have got it because I left the court before the end of the section. You understand? May for no be like say they don't go gather again, they wait say me.
Well, somebody said 25th.
Okay, 25th, Sabi. All right. So let's see how it goes. May God continue to be with
Good
us.
Friday nìyẹn.
If nobody's adding anything up, I would like to call it a day. The two questions remain stand. If Baba could not give answer to that, well, God will judge. AEA, what do you have to say, ma'am?
Arifa, what I wanted to say is, I think for me, this case, sorry, I might be sounding aloof because I wasn't listening a little bit, but what I want to say is, for me, what I see today, what has happened today on this coroner inquest has changed the trajectory of this case. The whole trajectory of this case has been changed in the sense that, and I'm looking at it from the positive points, right? Now, the post-mortem has revealed unascertained. That's not my bother because we already expected that. What is interesting to me is what the driver has said. What the driver has said has nullified the whole account. Darosha, DJ Bami, Wumi, and all them lots, all those fools that spoke at the coroner inquest earlier, it's nullified all their stories. Right? Keep it aside. The doctor that came from Perez, his story, his account of what he saw and what he dealt with has also nullified their story. As we already said, live motives had set in, and that's the third stage of, putrefaction that happens when somebody dies. Okay. So now, I would expect that in the courtroom, they should be pushing for, whenever they sit again, we didn't do it today, to ensure that the case is re-investigated. Put a strong motion to say, listen, in light of this, and you have to build your case properly to that magistrate for her head to understand that, listen, in light of this XX persons needs to be recalled. Because, as you say, the story is not adding up. To give the account of, okay, fine, the medical bit, we can't ascertain what killed him, but we can use the circumstantial evidences that we're getting and the stories to be able to give a timeline as to how he died. If it's unascertained, it's not saying that, Mohbad didn't die, it's not a homicide case or it's not murder, or he is not saying that he died a natural death. If it was a natural death, they'll be able to see that. It is not. But they just cannot tell you categorically and say, listen, he died of this. Now, I can't pronounce that word. I'm sometimes tongue-tied. Asphyxia. I don't know. ASYHPXIA, something like that, if you know that. If it's that killed him, yes, the vital organs that should give us that, if it has been decomposed, they will not get anything. As it is now, that body, if they even say they want to push, my friend, the only thing you can do is you will take that corpse, you will take it out to a toxicology lab that they will dissect that body like meat. When you are done, you cremate him. End of story. If they need to take the bones, whatever they can find. But if that is not a big yardstick in the case, how about going with the line of events that happened? In line with what the doctor has said, yes, the driver has said. Because the driver's bit is so poignant. He has established the fact that the timeline, that Monday that is silence, that 3 a.m. in the morning on Monday, it's like, when somebody's on, when you have a patient and they have that life support, when it goes flat, it's like he's just put that flat line to say that there's no record of activity from then till Tuesday. And he also punches hole in the fact that it now shows to us that everything was now scripted. They had Monday to plan. They had Monday to prepare. How do I, arrive at this? First, the ear infection story that Instablog put out. There were rumors flying out then. We were hearing that Mohbad died. Mohbad died on Monday. We were now agreeing and saying, no, it's not Monday, it's Tuesday. Leave that aside. The Instablogs, then the car, that motionless car that was just there. If you look at Mohbad's body there, if that thing happened the same day that they are saying, okay, yeah, if it was that Tuesday, he looked like when the car moved, his head moved. Now, for the doctor to now say that liver motives had set in, that means it's the third stage. So, and his mouth was stiff, they couldn't open it. That's if you want to picture that image, you can even Google it. Google liver motives, a picture of the dead corpse that is at that stage. It would not tally with the same video or that 1 second or 2 seconds that we saw of Mohbad is dead. Mohbad is dead. It doesn't tally. And that stuff was done to give us an impression that, this thing happened this day. Now, as they say, a thief, when he tries to plan his a thief you always catch a thief somehow. His stories never add up. You can see that in their bid to cover up, they could not fully cover up Monday. They couldn't. Thank God for that driver. They could not explain Monday. Now, these are some holes you start poking in this. Sorry if I'm taking people's time. When you start poking another hole is you now begin to ask, okay, now nurse, come here. You are saying Mohbad was alive. If Mohbad was alive, according to Arifa, you've already analyzed it here. It was alive. You came in about 2, let's approximate. Let's even say you got there at 2:45. You cannot have liver motive setting at within an hour, 30 minutes of them going to 2 hospitals. Are you crazy? What are we saying? So the question is, and the nurse, why I feel like she's talking shite is because you were not close to this family. You don't really know them. So who did you treat? Was it Mohbad? Was it Adura? Who did you treat? Or were you paid to come to cover up his death? Now, let's look at that's another side. Leave that. Let's look at this issue, this part of injury and all of that, which is conflicting. The nurse said she was told to bring tetanus injection. Wunmi confirmed minor cut. Even the nurse somehow confirmed minor cut. Arifa, if I'm wrong, correct me. Now, the doctor, you guys were there, but we heard that it was saying that looking at the body, the injury they saw was not enough for this tetanus and whatever thing the nurse gave the person. Gave Mohbad. So what was the need for that? Nurse, who did you give these medications to? Now, don't forget, the police said they saw, was it 5 or 6 syringes? Nurse, you keep saying you gave paracetamol or whatever you gave, but you didn't give 6. Where are the syringes coming from? How do we have 5 or 6? Where are they coming from? How is it possible that those syringes were found in that property 2 weeks after death? How is it possible? Now, I'm still on a minor cut that is, laceration is very minor. How are we now establishing that, okay, this guy needed to have all these medications that would have led to this? But it's also tricky, Arifa. We can't also say that, okay, the minor injury killed him. Okay, the system is not showing that there was any, maybe he had a cut, they stabbed him. All of that has been trashed out. So what took him out? Why is also the first autopsy result of NMS lab, we hope they give us a copy of this new one. Never. Why did he not bring out any of these medications that the nurse gave apart from the paracetamol? Why? Because that is the puzzle. So these young criminals that can sit down and plan this plot, the plot of ear infection, the plot of emotionless car, the plot of, oh, the nurse came, the nurse gave him this. I was cooking fried rice downstairs. We poured him water. Okay, we carry him on bike. We went to this. All of that shite. It does move for the lawyers in that coroner inquest to say, Your Honor, your magistrate, in light of this, we're pushing for these so and so witnesses to be recalled. You push that there, you push that to the police as well. You make a strong case. However, I'm not the legal person here. But however, you need to do something to get them to, if you want to take a civil case against them, do that. Because the driver has messed the whole case up. He has shown the light, truthfully to say that, a very key information that Mohbad, 3 o'clock, you came downstairs. He never saw this Mohbad. And Adama mentioned, if I heard her before, I don't know if it was on your platform, the same Mohbad that, hired this driver could not come down to come and say, okay, Oga, take your money. It was Wumi. Now, don't forget the same timeline. Iya Mohbad said she called on Monday. Ghost passed me. I saw somebody passing. Somebody moved when I was praying. I was not praying. All of that story. All of these actions on Monday, not one soul can say, Mohbad called me. Mohbad did this. That driver has helped us to establish the fact that no timeline. Juxtapose it to what Adura said. If anybody said it's my brother by 12 midday or Monday, they're lying. All of that. So that calls for a reinvestigation. That calls for whatever you call it, the interrogation, whatever it is. They need to do that. That's the only way you're going to make a headway. As far as this case, what we're dealing with, what we have heard today is concerned. That is the only way. So I'm not bothered about, okay, the autopsy came out unascertained. Of course it will come out unascertained. Why? First things first, if I'm going to talk about that area. First things first, the body was exhumed. You had a lawyer then. Where was your pathologist? Where are the autopsy pictures that when that body was exhumed, when it got to the Ikeja hospital, where are the photos? Where are they? I remember there was a guy, if you guys remember, there was a guy who was on TikTok, something, I don't know if it was highlight photography. He posted something, he had a video documentary of that particular day when Mohbad was exhumed. And he was saying Mohbad is when they showed the ambulance when he got, but he couldn't show the guy's face. I'm not going to go further here, but you responsible persons, you do remember that I shared the contact of that guy to you guys and said, see, follow up. Bossman was also saying, okay, where are the photos? He was hammering them on Ryan Whisper's platform. Where are the photos of that autopsy? So that you could see his body, you could ascertain to say, okay, this is the body. This is when he got there, because of obviously his autopsy, they will pour chemical at first to clean it from the ground, and they took pictures. Where are they? Secondly, we had the updates, how many months, the hoax of, nobody can see the corpse. They don't allow anybody go there. You are not supposed to see the government. They don't allow anybody for how many months? So what do you think was going on? That you are now expecting a miracle from an autopsy result after the government owned with all the hula balu they did. Keep samples, dump it here, didn't send it. What are you expecting? The only thing right now that you can even make any sense is that bone. You can't give them the whole body. Any good toxicology lab, if you even check in the UK here, most toxicology labs are connected to the morgue. Because some of these labs even have a morgue in their own labs. So they can just, the same way you go and Google, you research, that is how they research a corpse. Do whatever they like. At the end of the day, you cremate. Because it would be beyond, recognition. So we're not ready for that. And that's not the only way we can find out the circumstances, even if we don't know what killed him, that led to his death. The circumstantial evidence, thorough investigation, or cross-examination of those suspects, because that's what I would call them. at the coroner and whatever else, or whatever way or places you can do that, do it. And then we can make progress. Thank you for my long story. Apology.
Arifa is even lost.
I don't know what to say anymore.
I'm telling you, I'm not in my brain. Look, I'm not true now.
And everything
I don't
you
know
said
what to
is
say.
correct, but the problem is that are they going to take action? That's what we should be asking.
And what I want to say before going home today is, if the family are still moving, the people surrounded Mohbad, the people that knows about the case are not being called by the right authority, I don't think I need to continue on the case. I'm not quitting the movement, I'm not quitting the case until the right action is taken. You understand? Because just like what Queen rightly said, we can't be here cracking our brains. Do every now and then. Baba went into the studio calling some people patapupa, he can't bagi wedu, esodi ekegbe dani. Baba did not go into this tell people to keep the rest to yourself. But he can went into the studio to tell us, say little and keep short. Esodi ekegbe dani. You know all these things. All these things. I don't scare, man. I'm prepared. I'm 100% set. I am prepared. I'm not scared of dragging and all that. It's part of me now. They started the dragging big time as at October last year, and I was dragged till February this year. Picking with the bond that time, don't they waka? You don't stand up. You know they crawl again, don't they waka? So I don't care. I don't give a damn. I'm prepared. Let them drag me. I don't care. You understand? The truth just needs to be told. They need to change this pattern.
Hello.
Boss man.
I've been in that listen, that's necessary. Yeah, weather for a good job today. Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather, so I will. Can you guys hear me? Arifa, can you hear me? Arifa, can you hear me? Okay, cool. So I just have a few things to say here. All right, and then I want to make references to one lady. Well, a woman was here, Tibi Kenny, and Adama, the lady, also said some things that I wanted to say, and then I guess Azukwa also said some things too, and I also want to make another references to what we've been talking about before. Back in January 2024, on when we start platform, we discovered some things that when we heard that when the government were doing their specimen from Mohbad, I was hammering that Ojuro Donde, you know, because now I was talking about indictment, because I don't do Ojuro. That is where they did Ojuro there. And let me take you back to the memory lane. Back then, I was saying that we got the fact that they exhumed Mohbad. We find out that they called Blessing Aloba and the former PA of Baba Mohbad, that old guy that always had tinted hair back then. They called both of them. They were there at the site when they were exhuming the body of Mohbad. And according to what we heard from the police, they told them to take pictures of Mohbad by themselves on their phone. All right? All right. Baba, did you have a picture of the body of Mohbad? No. Mr. Miwa, did the government give you a copy of their own professional photographs of the exhumation of Mohbad and when they took Mohbad? So now let me dissect this thing to you now. Professionally, when government are doing things, people need to start looking for something to indict them. There should be something clear and glaring without, there should be transparency in dealing, especially when government are doing things. You want to exhume the body of Mohbad. you've already aware that the family has been split into two. We have the Baba on one side, Wunmi on one side. All right. Now, you assume body of Mohbad. There have to be videos that you, Congo, the government should provide a professional photographer to take the pictures of everything. All right. Even videos and pictures. Then after the examination of Mohbad, you will take the body to the lab. Of course, there are a lot of dust on the body of Mohbad. We all saw the video that the public did. Those that are around the examination when they were examining Mohbad. When Mohbad got to the lab, did you guys take pictures? I'm talking about the governmental, okay? Did you take pictures of Mohbad, the condition of Mohbad, how you guys were dating Mohbad? We're not saying that you should show it to the public, but you need to maybe have to have access to it. After you cut the cloth, at least the cloth was already dirty that they used to bury Mohbad. After you pieces the cloth on him, you're going to bathe that body now. You will clean the body up. Did you take professional pictures of the body of Mohbad from head to toe, from back to the front? Till date, it is 1 year and 6 months. I don't think Baba Mohbad or lawyers of Baba Mohbad have a copy of all these professional pictures. TTC professional pictures supposed to be provided. They asked for it. They never asked for all these things. Now take a look at this. Now when they wanted to do the first, they want to take specimen from the body of Mohbad. All right, this is what I was saying indictment. You indict the government. If you have a good lawyer, they should sue them. Now take a look at this. Now the first lawyer of Baba Mohbad was David Fadele. He was the one representing Aloba back then. Where was he? Where was Baba Mohbad? Where were the Aloba's family, the uncles, back then? That they did not see anybody. They did not see anybody, that is a little bit educated, that could stand for the family. They only chose Blessing to be at the lab when they were taking specimens from Mohbad's body. Tell me, a women on his Blessing car that will tell what the government pathologists are doing on the corpse of Mohbad. You don't even know if they're cutting the right thing. You don't know if they are pouring chemical on the body. What the heck is Blessing? That they will ask Blessing to come and supervise there. And that is where the whole thing got messed up. You see, why did they choose Blessing? Why did the Aloba send Blessing there? Is Blessing a pathologist? They didn't know what they are cutting there. And when we asked them, and when I was answering, I was talking about that. A family member, I won't want to mention them, called me and told me to stop talking about it. Because I went to them and started asking, did you have a copy of it? Did they give you a video? The family have the right to have the CTC photographs of this. I'm not saying we should show the whole world how they beat Mohbad when Mohbad was taken to the lab. All right? But the family is supposed to say it. The condition of what you got a video and pictures of it. If they cannot provide for that, then they are in soup because the government is supposed to provide that, not the public. So now, that was on one side. Now, you now invited Blessing to supervise the body. So when I was not doing the whole thing, asking questions, they said Blessing was only allowed to supervise the first stage of the is it what they call it? Is it the autopsy, whatever? You only did the external, the external one. Yeah, external to check the body. But when you guys were taking specimen, Blessing was not there. That's why I said Ojuro don't day. So when you were taking specimen, it's the government body. They have the family Aloba have the right because the family are split into two. They were supposed to invite the Baba Mohbad's pathologists to be present, and Wunmi pathologists were supposed to be present and to see what the government pathologists were doing when they were doing that stuff. They did not do that. That too is where the Ojuro don't day there. You don't know if they put chemical for you not to be whatever stuff you do not to be ascertained. All right. So for that, I've been saying it. That's an indictment. If they ask, if the Baba son, Sister is there now. Okay, he's a son. let him ask for the CTC of the photographs or video of the exhumation of Mohbad, where you carry that body from where you remove the corpse to your lab to clean it up. At least as a family member, don't show it to the public. Let the family see it. They're supposed to see. Anne, you live in the abroad now. I want, if I'm right, correct me. If I'm wrong, correct me. When within those, government supposed not to carry photographer along as they go to exhume Mohbad, as they were exhuming the Mohbad, they're supposed to be taking pictures and videos of it. For facts,
no, they're not supposed to even cordon the area, not to carry him in a
exactly
to a kabu taxi driver car.
Exactly. Now, let's put that one aside. Now, if now I will stop this now, I will not go and look at the video again. Now look for things to indict them. Now, what I want to go and look for again now is that did they wear PPE? They not. And you remember that time we were talking that they did not even wear proper PPE.
They had nothing.
They have nothing. Did they wear gloves? If they did not wear gloves, we are talking. See, when you are talking, we have to start thinking like a SSS, like a detectives. That's what we need to talk about, because Mohbad is the victim, and then you, police officer, and the government, you want to come and exhume the body. Did you wear the PPE? Do you have the correct PPE? I mean, the right setup of the PPE or whatever you're supposed to wear. You did not put it on. So, when you were taking Mohbad, when you were exhuming Mohbad, did you wear gloves? Because if your bare hand touched that blood, you have contaminated that body. Do you agree with me, bro? Contamination. Because if your hand touched that body, your bare hands, you contaminated that body. Now, because the DNA, all of the DNA, those hands that touched that hand, the DNA go their body of Mohbad, and to mess a lot of evidence up. That's what we were saying back then. So the Baba Mohbad's lawyer was supposed to go and watch the public people there that were exhuming the body. They wear proper PPE, because if your hand touched that body, you have contaminated that water. Now back to the results now. So I'm just giving you insight to some problems that we are facing right here. Now, don't know, maybe 4 days or 9 days after we were screaming about the buy of Mohbad, that they went there. Now, to my greatest surprise, the set of police that went there, I don't want to talk too much about that. You know, I'm just going to come and then I will just get down from here. I don't want to talk too much here. Now, I'm giving you the places of indictment. I don't want to talk so much on that area. When action is going to be taking place. When the police, is it 9 days or 4 days after the Mohbad spy that they went there? And to my greatest surprise, the set of police or investigators that went there, they came that, they went to the room and they said they met syringes on the floor. You met syringes on the floor. The syringes that they've used 9 days ago. If it was last ago that they went there after the buy of Mohbad. So you met the syringes that the nurse gave on the floor. Did you? So those people in the house did not strip the room. They did not mop the floor. They did not go to the room. All right? They did not strip. So you came, you packed syringes on the floor. Now, another thing is that when they got to the syringes, how did they pick up the syringes? Did they wear gloves? Because if you use your bare hand to touch those evidences, you don't contaminated the stuff. Another indictment. Those are the things where the lawyer is supposed to be fighting for. Number 3, Mohbad's house resident is the, what they call it, crime scene. All right? And where crime is being committed, you were supposed to barricade the whole place. Nobody was supposed to be living in the vicinity. Let me tell you something. In fact, I should open my camera and show you somebody got pied in my street right now. There are phone fluorescent police everywhere. They barricaded everywhere right now. If I should go outside and show you right now. In fact, where I was trying to, whatever, they did not allow me to park my car. I have to park just down the street just to walk down to my house right here. So, police, forensic everywhere. They're still everywhere. You must not go in. You must not, except you are around, living in the same street. You have to take, you have to give them whatever that you are living around that area before you can allow you to get close to that vicinity. Did they barricade Mohbad's house? the police of the Lagos State, they allow people living in the house to continue to live in the house of crime scene. So they must have contaminated the spots. Am I right? So that is why they are refusing to do proper forensic to the house of Mohbad. So now we are going back to the drawing board. These are the areas where we got messed up. These are the areas where I think the government went to do their own Oduro and the police as well. And we are where we are today. Now, back to the story of what happened in the coroner inquest. I heard them saying, one man came saying that, I know one lady, as I Leo, is it her name Leo, says that the driver story today, I didn't even understand everything, I've been in and out. According to what I heard, so I stand to be corrected if I say something wrong, please don't quote me anywhere. What I understand, or when I heard them saying, I heard them talking about it, that the driver was narrating his own story. He said the Agbero and the police security were around Mohbad, and then they were asking for money from Mohbad, the Agbero, the tax in Kurudu, and Mohbad told moving to transfer money, 71,000 K to the driver to go and get the ATM, and money was given to, I don't know if it was Adura or Darosha, because Darosha was the one sitting beside on the front seat, right? On the front seat. Now, my question is this. I stand to be corrected. I'm only trying to analyze and want to try to get a clear fact of it. Now, they said, okay, someone asked, so a member of the audience asked that, did they ask the driver who punched the window? I said, no, Mohbad got angry that, why? I told you to give them the 10,000. Why did you give them 5,000? So he started having an argument with either Darosha or Adura. So, Arifa host, was it Adura that he was having an argument with or Darosha? Before I go ahead. No, you don't know.
It was Darosha. Because Darosha claimed that he is the one who went to withdraw the money in his own statement.
Yeah.
Remember, he said where he went to withdraw was where he noticed that Mo and Prime are throwing punch at each other from distance.
No, thank you. Just pause right there. Mute your mic again. Now, I was thinking that if it was Adura, it would be a little bit rough. But now, because it's now glaring that it's a Darosha, now it's more easier. So Darosha was sitting on the front seat beside the driver's seat. Now, if Mohbad now got down from his car, from his vehicle, to go and meet Darosha on the front seat, and he started having altercation with Darosha. That's the story of the driver now. All right? So Mohbad was engaging Darosha. Arifa. But in Darosha's story, it was Darosha he said when he was coming, he cited Mohbad having altercation with Prime Boy. Very interesting. Very interesting. Just pay attention to this. Now, so if Mohbad came down, don't forget that the sitting arrangement of these people, Mohbad was sitting in the middle seats. The SUV had 2 seats. All right, 3 seats, 3-seater seat. The driver's seat rolled, the middle seat where Prime Boy, Mohbad, and Wumi were sitting, and the last seat where Spender was sitting. So Mohbad was in the middle seat. So Mohbad got down from his row, went to the other side beside the passenger side of the driver's seat row to meet Darosha there. I told you to give them 10,000 K. Why did you give 5,000? Probably altercation started there. Reinberg got down from his own road, from his own slow side, to go meet him on the other side there. So how come from the front window of the driver's side, the window did not get punched? The middle row window did not get punched. Over there, the back window where Spender was sitting, lower get punched. Are you laughing? You are muted. We can't understand. Unmute your mic. Arifa. Now, can you see that part? There's something missing there. That how come that Mohbad did not punch the first door, the front window, is now the small window at the back seat, this poison Lojokosi not punched. Okay? That's another area that we also need to look into. But there is something that they are trying to cover up there. All right? Lifestyle claim he did not see fight. Darusha said, Adura said he didn't see any fight. Darusha said when he was coming, he saw Prime Boy fighting with Mohbad. The driver said it was actually Mohbad that was caught having altercation with Darusha. So which one should we go for?
Many conflicting stories, Bossman. Conflicting story scripts, not script.
Now, the story that I want us to underline and to take home was that Darusha's statement said he went to go change money. When he was coming with the money, he cited from afar Mohbad having an altercation with Prime Boy. Now, the person that saw from afar, when there was already a fight with Prime Boy and Mohbad, from another storyline, it happens now he was the one that was actually having the fight with Mohbad. And so why we said that all of them, all involved, they are covering up for themselves. And you see now, they're all covering up for themselves. And what I'm trying to say in the essence is that throughout the whole Ikorodu, since the fire of Mohbad, with not single, do you hear what the driver said? He said there were security, there were police officers, there were people around there. And none of them could see any picture of Mohbad fighting with Prime Boy. No video. And they put one dead on Prime Boy. Ojuro done did, my brother, man. And that is it. And again, about the results, inconclusive results. They said they carried the result go abroad. If we could do the same to NMS lab, they must show us where they took the result to. Let us know the the pathologies and where they did the result, so that everybody will know. All right. If we could do that to the government, then we should also have to know where they did the this one. So now 30K we use for autopsy now and pathologies now, Abi. They cannot go enter water now. We must find out the truth, and that's just the way it is. So the truth is bitter. We have to let them to know when. You said you carry this thing go abroad. Where did you get this thing done? Where do you get so that there has to be clarity on all these things and transparency. That's what I have to say tonight. And two, please, can you tell me? No, that's no. No, Wala. Thank you very much for having me, Erica.
I am muted. You see, it's a joke. They've messed everything up. My head one blow. Make her go sleep. I'll come out tomorrow after I came back from my own football training. I will come out and do a new thing entirely. I'll come out to display my own personal knowledge. I'll come out to do a new thing entirely. I'll wait on justice for Mohbad till there's a new development. May God continue to be with us. Thank you, everybody. More go relax, more go sleep. Waiting be this one like this. We've been through many things, many gists, different story every day. Oh, why? Them that they do like say them know they see, like say them know they hear. Which kind of family be this? Believe on in the hands of God. Baba sing, he talk say, Adabia bi won o, Adabia bere. Adabia bi won o, Adabia bere. Result your autopsy, 30 million ṣe àdàbí àbíyín àdàbí àbèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbé gbogbo public ní gógó. Wọ́n fún bá 2 dé ẹ̀kún. Ọgbẹ́ ìwọ̀ ní gógó àtúbà 2. Ọgbẹ́ àwọn kan straight winning.
Ó dàárọ̀.
Ó dàárọ̀ mà ẹ lọ sùn kẹjẹ tó dáa.
Mo tẹ̀ wá lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, èmi wà ní iṣẹ́ mi, mo wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ mi.
Ẹ yáṣẹ́ o, ẹ yáṣẹ́. Wọ́n ti gbé everybody, wọ́n gbé wọn gógó. Wọ́n bá
Wọ́n gbéra wọn mọ́ra.
Wọ́n gbé àwọn kan ní straight win. Wọ́n gbé àwọn kan ní straight win. Wọ́n gbé àwọn kan ní under 2.5. Yáyà. Ará àdúgbò tuntun ti dé o. Ṣáájú ó dárò máa mi, ó pọ̀ létí.
Hold on, Arifa. I don't think at this point it's actually just so sad. But that is the science part that we just did. All right? But I think there should be room for maybe for forensic too. Arifa, are you there? I can't hear you. I can't even hear myself. Can you hear me, Arifa? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Arifa?
Bossman, your network is cracking. I can't hear you. Come again.
I don't think my network is actually good.
Okay.
So you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. I just because you're so quiet. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not yet over. I know that the result is going to shake a lot of people right there, which is of course understandable. But 30 million naira for autopsy abroad and nothing come out. No. Of course, people not go sleep well tonight. But I think for forensic is going to bring out a lot of stuff, the truth about that, because look at all the stories, Kotali and all that. There's something that is missing right there. For forensic, probably an investigation and all stuff like that. But the full forensic, it's going to, you should give a try on that. But if the government is going to do that too, or if the public are going to be the one to do that, but what I'm trying to say is that if we are going to continue to do justice for but I guess the public just need to stand up by themselves. Public need to start alone. I keep saying that I bossman, of course, I can say that I can't exempt myself in this situation because I felt pity with the family. I was emotional, allowed emotional and sentiment to take over me, Now the reality is done that if we truly want justice and we want clarity according to people that really want justice, right, again, we need to just separate ourselves from the family. Yeah. I think we need to separate ourselves from family because one of the reasons why we're saying that Baba need to settle with Blessing, because there are some information within Blessing's hands that Baba Mohbad is not privy to. Once you settle with this girl, your daughter, she will tell you some of those things. Only Blessing pay Baba. Blessing pay Baba. Only Baba Blessing go back and Kulewole. Blessing call Baba now. What did he tell Baba? Okay. Baba is claiming that ever since the demise of Mohbad, he has not spoken to Blessing. I just told you that as at last year, January, I was saying these things. That Blessing, they said Blessing was there. They gave her the permission to take pictures. They called Blessing that they want to come and exhume the body of Mohbad, that they want her to be there as a family member. And she took pictures onto her own phone. Did she show her father those pictures? When I was asking me, Samiwa, it was not who told me. I didn't want to mention it before. Now I'm mentioning it. That I should stop talking about it. I was asking, did he give you all because it is your right. You need to ask for it. Did you have a copy of it? Okay, if you cannot get a copy from Blessing, all right, that is Blessing. Blessing is not a professional. The government has to get a professional. It's going to be clear one to see And two, when they were taking the specimen, what was the family doing? Were you present there? No. Now, blessing. We don't know. We don't be scientists. One day for love when they pieces Mohbad's body. I beg my brother, this thing don't tire us again. You see, we're just here 24/7 for one and a half years, and look at the result that we just got and all that. You're right. But it is not yet over. But it takes for the day, my brother. Have a good night. Let me to go and sleep. I will ponder over the 30 million of autopsy. Inconclusive. No. The first one was inconclusive. This one is uncertain, Abi. So, I will go and take what
now we they use the word inconclusive. The first one was also uncertain, and this one also is 100% uncertain. You understand? So either we like it or not, it is 100% the same thing. So nothing changed. No change of a dot. Nothing changed. That's just the truth. Take it or leave it. They don't carry us go. May God continue to be with all of us. 30 million autopsy, 25 million lawyer. At the end of the day, uncertain. 9 months autopsy. At the end of the day, uncertain. Oku yin, oku Ọlọ́run. Oku gbogbo yin, oku sare yin, oku yin, oku gbẹ̀yìn yin. Thank you so very much, everybody. Mona no gift me again. Anybody will get any gift, go DM me. Thank you. Good night. Mona fine sleeping, leave na tablet, Mona chop, Mona go sleep. My hands are up. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful night's rest.